Good morning, y'all. Last Christmas, I think I had strep throat or something, but long story short is I got sick right after Friendsgiving and I could not shake it. So I started off all of Vlogmas with a cold or whatever that was. And I was worried about going outside and jeopardizing any health I was maintaining. I was sad. And so around that time, I pretty much stopped editing, stopped posting. I did not complete Vlogmas. However, I did still record footage for the rest of the month, footage. And so I am now in the process of editing and posting all of that in preparation for this year's Vlogmas. To those of you who said you missed it, you started it, were disappointed it disappeared, I appreciate you. I appreciate the encouragement to continue. Thanks for joining the journey. Thanks for coming along the ride. And let me know what you think. What's up, y'all?
You know, that always makes me feel better. So, out of my room. It's a little cold up here, so I probably should not be out here.
Hey, y'all. Immediately.
Yeah.
Today's been all business, no breaks, so I haven't been actively vlogging, but checking in. It's lunchtime. Haven't even read Luke yet. Juice check is actually just a repeat from whatever was yesterday. It's just leftover. So it's not super fresh juice, but it's still good juice. And then I'm having lunch. Leftovers again. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime doll. I have started editing vlog day number 6, and it turns out I recorded an entire video that was facing the opposite direction. And this is my second time doing this during Vlogmas. It was a 10-minute video this time. And I'm not re-recording it. Whatever you don't see, you don't see. Okay? This is real life, y'all. We're doing real things, big things. Okay, I came to say I finally read Luke 7. It is after work. It is late. I am ending my day. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to take a luscious shower, and then I'm going to edit and or do something with y'all. Today's vlog is tomorrow's Friday. We'll see what we can do. Feeling better? Now, Luke chapter 7, I just finished reading that, and again, everyone's doubting Jesus, bro. It's so crazy to me to see that everyone's doubting Jesus because of knowing about him now. But you have to imagine, had it been in real time, how many of us would have doubted Jesus as well? Because we had no idea. I'm not preaching or anything or hating. But there was a time, and I just mentioned this to my college friends recently, there was a time in college where there was a gentleman who was cursing, smoking, drinking, partying, just doing whatever that, I'm going to say, quote unquote, typical college students do. And he came to us as his friend group and said he was turning his life over to Christ, changing, he was going to stop drinking, etc., etc. And several people laughed in this man's.
Okay, y'all, the camera died, but they laughed in his face.
Mind you, I don't know where he is today, so I can't say that it stuck or didn't stick or if his intentions were pure or not. But all I know is that's a problem for me. It has always rubbed me the wrong way. I was always extremely disappointed that more people weren't supportive of his change and just, not laughing at him, like just giving him a chance in a way of saying like, oh, you want to do something good for yourself? Like, I like that. I'm happy for you. And I think it bothered me because I feel like it's easier to do things when you have support. It's much harder to do things when you're out on your own and you're doing it on your own and no one believes in you. Can it be done? Yes, it still can be done, but is it easier? No. Or maybe it's just my personality type. I'd rather have people in my corner supporting me. So there's that. I feel like that Luke chapter 7 made me think about that story. Then we also saw when Mary came in to wash Jesus' feet. Why did I not realize she washed his feet with her tears? I need to reread it to see if there was water involved. But he said, did you see this woman? She just washed my feet with her tears. That's how serious she is. And he said, those who are forgiven for much, love much. And those who are forgiven for little, love little. And it occurred to me, second story, I was frustrated because I have been raised in the church my entire life. And I think I finally reached a point in my life where I was starting to get a little upset with God. Emotion. I was getting a little upset with God. And I'm like, I didn't need to struggle, Lord. Like, I was good. I was ready to find my significant other and start my...
Okay, y'all, the camera was tripping and I had no idea, but I just wanted to start my family.
I wanted to raise my children in the way that they should go, etc., for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons. I don't know. But that's always been my life's goal, to kind of just like find a group and succeed with them. And I feel like the one thing I wanted to have a family, which will, in my opinion, requires another person, was the hardest thing to obtain because I couldn't just do it myself. I needed another person, and you can't control other people. And I was starting to get so frustrated. Like, look, I'm doing everything you told me to do. I'm tithing, I'm reading the word, I'm praying, I'm witnessing, I'm bringing others to church. Like, what more do you want from me? Like, you know, I'm not saying I was doing everything right by any means necessary, but it was just a plight, an argument I was having with God. Like, why can't I feel like other people do way less and they get way more? That's how it looks, right? So I was getting frustrated, and I had a friend of mine also from college tell me that, you know, what you go through is your story and your testimony, and it's actually necessary to have that so that you can connect with others and you can actually save way more because you have more of a connection with those people. And just listening to what Jesus was saying, the more I've gone through, the more that he's forgiven me for, and the more I've been able to love him. So I am struggling to get back to the knowledge of him that I had when I was younger and more ingrained in the word. But I feel like each day I love him more, and I'm still willing to continue down this path and to continue to love him. And that is more meaningful than had I had it my whole life. I guess I wouldn't have known really how great it was. You know what I mean? So, encouragement for those. Please read chapter 7. Tell me what you think. Well, hello. It is a Vlogmas day 8. Happy Friday, everyone. We've made it, okay? It's been a long, hard journey, but I thank you, Lord. I got this little crop top thing going. My bad if y'all seen too much. I am off work. First time checking in today. It was a simple day, fun day, I would say. I've had leftovers, last bit of pizza, and party wings, mashed potatoes, and green beans, along with beet juice. Juice check is over. I don't know why I didn't even think to show y'all, but beet juice and celery, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been drinking tea. I found that because I had the main symptom that I had is coughing, the best thing that I could do was to keep my chest warm. I actually saw a guy on Instagram yesterday saying to blow dry your chest and your back, because that breaks up whatever's going on in here, whatever you may be allergic to or congested with. So I figure when I was going to sleep at night, I would only have tea mainly in the morning, and by midday I would be done drinking tea. And I think like my chest was cooling down, if that makes any sense. Also, it's a bit dry in here, and I think that's why I would have tough nights. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. But with that revelation, I'm like, well, cool, we're gonna drink tea all day long. And so yesterday, by the end of the day, I felt pretty good, but really anxious about how the night would go, to be honest, because I've just wanted this to be over for so long, and I don't want to keep being woken up by coughing. That's new for me. I've never had a cold where I just cough so much. Usually it's mainly in my nose, but my nose only ran like 1.5 days, and I didn't have any other symptoms. Like, I didn't have severe achy body, I didn't have bad headaches, which I usually have. And like I said, usually my nose is just completely stuffed up. My sinuses would be clear throughout the day. Like, I really didn't have like my normal symptoms of being sick. Even when I got COVID last October and the January before, still not the same. I had like nausea and high temperatures and stuff. I didn't have any of that. I just had this weird like need to, like, it wasn't always coughing, but I really had like a need to cough. Like, I couldn't take like deep breaths. I don't know. Since the weekend after Thanksgiving. It started that Monday. Is that like Vlogmas day? No, it wasn't Vlogmas day one. But anyway, so feeling much better now. I can breathe and not need to cough after every deep breath. But I guess, I've just been kind of laying around. I feel kind of like out of shape in a way, so I maybe should try to like work out. I'm gonna go get this day started, but I just finished reading Luke chapter 8. They jammed these chapters full, bro, like jam-packed full of information. The beginning portion was about the seed parable. So which seed are you? Are you the seed that fell on the side of the road, who like you just couldn't hear, couldn't catch on? Are you the seed that fell on a rock, who believed for a little bit, but then after a while just, stopped believing? Or are you the seed that fell on good ground and flourished and grew and prospered? Then they talk about how Jesus had to speak to the weather when they were in the boat and the weather was acting up and everybody was scared, and Jesus was like, be calm, and everybody was like, whoa. And the man with many demons getting his demons cast out. Oh, but the comment I wanted to make is how Jesus interacts with his blood relatives. I remember a few days ago when I said, the family went to Jerusalem for the little function, and Jesus hung back and didn't tell his parents, obviously, and they had a whole Home Alone moment. They were looking for him all day. And then they went back to Jerusalem every year because of the festival. Now Jesus is 12. They're in Jerusalem. They're ready to go. Jesus stays back behind. They don't even know. Whole Home Alone situation. And so they left him. They didn't realize for a whole day. They go back. They find him. He's in the temple. And they're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing my father's work. And they're like, who?
I'm the daddy.
And he's like, what? But he was like, all right, mom and dad, let's go. They get back to him and they're like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm doing my father's business. He says this to his he says this to his dad, Joseph. And it's like, your father? But I'm your father. I'm Joseph. So what are you talking about, you know? So it's like, in this chapter, chapter 8, his mother and his brother come to visit him while he's preaching and teaching and healing. And there's so many people around him, you know, he's on his celebrity status for real, that his family can't get to him. So his people tell him like, hey, you know, your family's outside. And he's like, they say your mother and your brother are outside. And Jesus is like, my mother and my brother are those who believe in the Lord and who, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like, dang. Like, now, Mary birthed this man. So you mean to tell me you ain't gonna come outside when I can't? That's a little tough, Jesus. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. But, you know, God's work before everything. There's a lot of other gems in this chapter that escape my mind because my short-term memory is kind of crazy. So definitely read chapter 8. Let me know what you think. Comment down below what seed you believe you are. I actually will put the seed listing so that it's more clear because I said it kind of weird, but my head hurts. Let's go do something. I don't know what to do though. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and get my weekend started. And I think I'm hungry. I think that's why my head's hurting, when my hair is feeling like so heavy right now. Oh, that's one thing I am about to do. I need to finish cutting off the rest of the boho part of the style because it's ugly. I only have really like one more row so that it's all gonna look smoother like this. It's getting pretty matted at the bottom, but I still think I like this better than obviously this whole matted mess. So we're gonna cut this out. Movies of the day.
Kevin, give us to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin.
So we'll be watching those. I already started Home Alone 2. It's my fave. You need to cut it. I already did this. That's what it is. All those are done. This is my last row. Thank God my scissors are right here. We're almost free. I just want to do my PJ outfit. It has pockets. My mommy got it for me. I'm gonna lay down, guys. It's been a long day. I am sleepy. I've got these movies to watch and I'm just gonna go to sleep, okay? Like, you can't even see me. But once again, thank you as always for bearing with me. You guys who have been sending remedies and telling me get well soon, it's greatly appreciated because I feel like that's what kept me going. And it's just been the most bizarre illness ever because it's like, it's the best I've ever felt when I've been sick. Like, I was worried about being like contagious. Nobody in my family caught anything though, so of course I didn't leave the house. I didn't go to church. I haven't been anywhere. I haven't done anything. I just been literally in this house. I'm going a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So tomorrow hopefully will be my day, but if not, then at least I think for sure I should be able to go to church on Sunday. And I feel like there's something else I want to tell you guys, but I can't think of it right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Good night. Oh, you know the craziest thing is, like, I woke up and I'm like, dang, I feel better. And my mom's like, ugh, you look sick in the eyes. And I was like, dang. And then, like, all throughout these this past 2 weeks, my brother will be like, you look bad. You look terrible. And I'm just like, what the freak is wrong with y'all? Like, I'm not that type. Like, I'm more of the speak positive. And I feel like it's an insult to tell a female that she looks tired. That's just me. I remember I got into it with one of my friends one time, and he was just like, Tammy, you look tired. And I was like, thanks a lot. Thanks. You know, and he was just like immediately taken aback that I had such a adverse reaction. But I'm like, don't insult me. Like, how dare you come against me like that? Like, don't ever talk to me like that again in your life. So, yeah. Home Alone's getting good. I'm gonna lay down. my feelings. So I wanted to go out today, but I think I might not.